everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maham and I'm here to help you make things that you love. I am beyond excited for today's video because we're switching out my crochet hooks for a tufting gun, and I'm going to be creating my first ever tufting project. So if you've been wanting to try out this craft, then you're in the right place because I'm going to be rating my experience, giving my first impressions, and creating something really cute. You guys know I'm a perfectionist and an overachiever, which is literally the worst combo ever. My first crochet project was a sweater vest and my first knit project was recreating my dream sweater, so I have really high hopes for my first tufting project too. But today I'm going to try and focus on the joy of learning the craft and exploring different techniques and just exploring what I can create with this tool over here. This video wouldn't be possible without ClawLab because they've sent me their tufting kit to try out, and we're going to be using it to create my very first project. It's either going to turn out to be amazing or it's going to be a bit of a learning curve. Regardless of how it turns out, I'm very excited to try something new today, and let's see how this goes. I don't want to talk your ear off anymore, so let's go and open ClawLab's tufting kit and see what we have to work with. Okay, so moment of truth. I thought I'd have to get my dad to help me set up the frame because my brain just stops working when it comes to building stuff, but it was so easy and straightforward. The instruction manual had really clear diagrams and it only took me around 10 minutes, I think, to put everything together. I literally felt like Bob the Builder. This was also my first time putting screws on anything ever, and okay, I know that all I did was follow a few steps, but I was so proud. Just look at my frame. I built that. Me. I did it. First impression of the tufting gun, and I absolutely love the case. It's so convenient and I love that I can just easily store it as well. This is the tufting gun and the wire came wrapped as well, but I opened it. I wanted to see how long it was. And then we have the plug, the cables, and it also has this compartment over here. It comes with an instruction manual and all the little bits and pieces like a threader. This is so handy and it's so light as well. I feel like the thing that used to put me off tufting is like the big guns and how inconvenient they looked, but like I don't know if you can see this, but it's literally almost the size of my hand. So slight change of plans. We're gonna have a bit of a location change because this tufting frame is not big enough for my table, so I thought this was the perfect opportunity to show you guys me and my mom's art studio in Bahrain. It is one of my favorite places on earth. It is my happy place, my comfort space, and I'm so excited to be showing it to you guys. We're gonna have a fun little crafternoon, so let's go. All right guys, welcome to the studio. This is Coco. So before I put the tufting frame on the table and get everything set up, before I choose my yarn colors, we need to decide what I'm going to be doing. And at first I was going to be making a Sonny Angels rug. That was supposed to be my inspo, and instead of having like a strawberry or frog, it was supposed to be a cat with a cloud and everything. But then I decided to watch a few tufting videos, and it's actually really hard to make lines that are so elaborate for your first time, so I think I'm gonna go for something simpler. So I was just going to do like a plain old strawberry or like a heart with, or a cottage with heart-shaped windows, but then I realized that I really want to do something related to cats. And because I'm in the studio and because we have so many artsy crafty things here, I found this mirror and it reminded me of this one tufting project that I saw on Pinterest. It's a cat holding a heart-shaped mirror, and that's exactly what I want to do, because how cute would it be if I took a mirror picture with Brie with that mirror that I'm gonna make. So that is our project for today. I'm gonna go ahead and sketch everything out. We're gonna transfer it onto our frame, pick our yarn colors, and finally start tufting. The tufting frame attached onto the table really easily, and it's super stable too, so I wasn't worried about my cats knocking it over. And as you'll see in the following clips, this was really important because they can cause a lot of chaos. Next, I attached the tufting cloth and stretched it onto the frame. I was ready to struggle with the tension because it needs to be really stretched out, but it took minimal effort. I just twisted a few things and made quick adjustments and I was good to go. So when I was doing my research, basically watching tufting videos on YouTube, I saw people using a projector to trace the design onto the cloth with a marker. But I'm so used to using carbon paper at the studio, I decided to just use that, and I didn't press hard enough so the design didn't transfer at all. My face was so funny when I saw it, but when I tried again with a lot of pressure, it did. So that worked out. Good morning. Hello, little girl. The overachiever in me wanted to start tufting the cat immediately, but thank God I decided to practice first because it took a few wobbly lines for me to get the hang of it. My biggest tip is to remember to keep the gun at 90 degrees instead of tilted and focus on a forward motion rather than upwards or downwards. The gun will guide your hand, so I needed to get used to the fact that I need to work as a team with the gun, if that makes any sense. I also wanted to try different yarn weights. This is a bulky yarn and I absolutely love the texture. So here's how easy it is to start tufting once your frame's set up. Just slide the yarn through the threader, then through the top 2 holes of the gun, adjust the speed, make sure your hand's at 90 degrees and start tufting. At this point, I still wasn't confident enough to move my hand in a consistent curve, so I took it section by section, but after the first few lines, after my hand stopped shaking, I got more confident. I started having a ridiculous amount of fun. I already knew what it would look like, but I was internally screaming when I first saw the heart coming together. Look at the heart, and that's the little nose, and this is what I was talking about. Like, I don't know, I'm not experienced enough to know what to do or if it's gonna get thinner when I add the rest of the yarn, so I'm just gonna skip the mouth. I don't know if you can see, I tried to do it and it looked so bad and I was too embarrassed to show you guys. But this is what I have so far. It's time to do the white now, and I can't believe we're almost done. Also, all of this took me like less than an hour. It's only, I think I've only been here for 45 minutes on day 2. It's so quick. It's literally so quick. And I know that I started this video because I wanted to take a little bit of a break from crochet but still be creative and try different crafts. If you have been thinking of starting tufting, then for sure you need to give it a try because I'm having so much fun. It's definitely way faster and it's giving me that like motivation that I need to finish the project, whereas with crochet, like I need to try different stitches and stuff, but with tufting I can just pick a design and get started, which I love. At this point, I was getting even better at controlling the curves, but still hit a few bumps here and there, and I slowly became obsessed with checking the back every few minutes to the point where my neck started to hurt. It was genuinely so satisfying watching the design come to life, and it was so fast too. It's definitely a great craft for those with less patience, which also made it the perfect choice for me because I haven't been able to give crochet the time it needs to come up with new designs, but guys, I'm trying, I promise. Another thing I loved was that I could easily adjust the speed of the tufting gun, so I had a lot of control over my work. I also thought I'd need to take breaks in between because of the vibration or noise, but that never happened. The gun is really light, I barely felt it, and even though there is vibration, it's still a smooth experience and I didn't get overstimulated at all. Okay, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Look how cute! Once I got the cloth off the frame, which was also really easy by the way, I traced and cut out a cardboard backing so the piece would be sturdy. Look at this cool cutter thing my mom got. It can cut through anything, literally. Then I glued everything together, including the mirror, and headed home to find Bree so we could take cute pictures. Alright, it's time for the big reveal. My first tufting project. 10 out of 10 experience, 10 out of 10 project. I can't wait to create so many more. I'm so happy. Look how cute. I hope you all have a wonderful day and I will see you for the next video. Bye!